Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our Friday morning edition. This is Gashi Skyman. Yesterday, two major events took place in this country and they are worth talking about. One is with that William Samoruto actually gave in to Raila Amolo Odiga's demands of having the principal secretaries in his government. Out of the 14 who were nominated, 12 of them were nominated by Raila Amolo Odinga, including Caroline, the former Nyeri deputy governor. Very, very interesting, ladies and gentlemen. And if you know, is that the principal secretaries are actually the accounting officers in the government. Anybody who has the accounting officer controls the ministry. So this is very, very important. The other issue that came and it escaped the eyes of many is that Raila Amolo Odinga chaired what I would call a mini cabinet meeting. It was very, very interesting because he met Derito Mreithi, the chairman of KRA, and this one tells us that Raila is the one who actually nominated Derito Mreithi. He also met Opio Wadai. Opio Wadai is the Energy CS, Oparanya, Badi, and he also met the East African Community CS. All these are answerable to Raila Amolo Odinga. And it is shocking, ladies and gentlemen. He also met Junet Muhammad, the minority leader in the National Assembly, and also the minority leader in the National Assembly. When you look at Raila Amolo Odinga, he's actually doing something. He's trying to pass a message to Kenyans. In this video, ladies and gentlemen, I want us to look at the reason why Raila met the cabinet secretaries. Yet we know that Raila is actually a stranger in the government. But he's turning out to be the center of power in this government. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're joining this channel for the first time, please subscribe to this channel if you have never. And if you're watching this video, kindly, I request you one thing. Give me a thumbs up and I will actually appreciate. Number one, why he met these leaders is that Raila want to pass a clear message to his supporters. Raila want to pass a clear message to everyone in Sandrai. Raila wants everybody to know that he is the center of power. He is the fulcrum around which everything, the government is operating. And nothing can go on without in the government without his approval. That is the message that he was passing to Kenyans. Otherwise, how would a stranger meet cabinets? How? In fact, in this video, I remember there was yesterday's video. I also talked about how Capitol Hill has turned out to be the center of power, whereby everybody is meeting there. Everybody is rushing to meet Raila Amolo Odinga. So Raila Amolo Odinga is just passing a message. Number two, in my view, Raila is consolidating power. He's trying to show William Samoruto, yes, we have a cooperation, but it must be practical. Yes, we have a cooperation, but it's not just on paper, but practically, it must be there. And I must be allowed to meet my CSs. I must be allowed to meet my PSs. I must be allowed to meet my part of the government. So this one tells us that what we have is a co-presidency, ladies and gentlemen. The other thing I think that made Raila Amolo Odinga to meet the cabinet ministers is because of the impending reshuffle that was coming. You know, maybe Raila Amolo Odinga wanted to tell them that William Samoei Ruto was just about to appoint principal secretaries, and maybe he was telling them about their expectations and his expectations. And therefore, when he meets these people, the message is that you are answerable to me. You are accountable to me. I am the appointing authority. Previously, we have not seen Raila Amolo Odinga meeting this kind of people because, you know, the appointing authority is William Samoei Ruto. But the message here is that he was telling these appointees, the so-called experts, that I am the one who appointed you and I can fire you. So you must be answerable to me. you must be, you must do everything that I need you to do. Number 3, in my view, is about loyalty. Raila values loyalty just like William Samoei Ruto. And anybody who is not loyal to Raila Odinga, what happens is he's shown the door and is not allowed to continue, maybe even being in the party. So the fact that Raila was meeting them there, he just wanted to show that they must remain loyal to him. And when you look at it, I was asking a friend of mine that if William Samoei Ruto fires, or if Raila Odinga tells his so-called expert to resign from government, would they actually resign? And the discussion was hot. And I'll leave it to you, our viewers. If Raila tells John Badi and Opiyo Adai or Paranya to resign, do you think they can resign? Do you think they can resign? Maybe you can comment in the comment section. The other reason why he met these guys is because, Raila in government is just but politics. And what he's trying to show Kenyans is that although our supporters may think that we are just going there just for cosmetic value, for selfish interest, we are there actually in government. And he wants to win actually the support of his followers. The followers have been, Raila supporters have been asking one question: of what benefit is it for Raila joining the government? And now we want to show them that I'm in charge. And this is worrying because you see, William Samoei Ruto is giving in so much. And this one can only bring problems in the government. Because if you look at Kithure Kindiki, when you look at him, anytime they meet with Raila Odinga, the body language tells you that this is not a happy person. The body language tells you that he is being actually displaced by Raila Odinga. And he knows that, he understands the constitution very clearly. Remember, this man is also a constitutional lawyer. And once you bring down a stranger in government, and he's the one who is actually even inviting the president, and the deputy president is there, you can agree with me that there is bound to be friction. There is bound to be friction. Again, ladies and gentlemen, when you look at it, I think Raila Odinga could also be telling them that there is a major reshuffle that is coming that is going to maybe touch you. It is going to affect you maybe in one way or the other. But when you look at it, Raila Odinga is passing a very, very strong message to Kenyans, is passing a very, very strong message even to the international community that he is here to stay, that he is actually in government. He's not just there. He is the man to watch. And I think by doing this, I think he's now winning the support of his followers. Those who are a bit skeptical, I have heard some people saying, I think Raila is doing the right thing. And if you look at Raila now, he's becoming bold now. And he's telling Gachagua and the opposition that I cannot work with you. I will not work with you. Forget Kabisa. If you think I'm coming here in the government, I know what I'm doing. So you are not the one to tell me where I'm supposed to be. We know where we are going and you know where you have come from. That boldness is in itself telling you something. Because initially, everybody was opposing Raila Odinga's being in government. But when you look at it now, you realize that even those who are opposing Raila Odinga initially, they are actually supporting him. I don't know what you think, ladies and gentlemen, but that meeting of the so-called expert and other leaders from Azimio's side is very, very interesting. What we have actually is a coalition government, although that is not what they are telling us because of they are afraid that anybody could go to court and say this is not what we voted for, and William Samoei Ruto can easily be impeached because of not respecting the constitution. Because you ask yourself now, where is Musalia Mudavadi? Have you noted that Musalia Mudavadi is not even talking much? Have you also noted that Moses Wetangula has gone mute? Everybody who was there initially with William Samoei Ruto is not talking. Waja ni wa Raila. Have a good day, guys.